welcome to another pick a card. This is gonna be your August reading, general forecast for August. Happy birthday, Leo babies. So we have 8 piles for 8 months. We have pile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm gonna show you the little buttons up close. Maybe you already picked your pile, but I like to give as much detail as possible whenever I'm doing the charm. So this is a button. It was from an improv group called Kitten Punch. And so it's a kitten with boxing gloves. And it's so funny, I just randomly picked these piles, but I threw this poker chip on pile number 2 and I just noticed that it had the number 2 on it. So it's like meant to be. Poker chip for number 2. For number 3, we have this wooden spool. For pile number 3. For pile number 4, we have my Unitarian Universalist pin. This is a chalice. It's a pledge pin for my church. And then for pile number 5, we have this round stone, kind of indiscriminate white round stone. Okay. For pile number 6, we have this bus token. This was really sweet. A lady gave this to me. It was a stranger, but she was really sweet. It's just a bus token. So I always kept it. I never used it. I just kept it because I thought it was so generous of her. And then 7, we have this angel token. Angel. And then last but not least, we have this bass clef button. So if you play music, you know what this is. Bass clef. So let's get on to it. Let me refocus, make sure I get everything into view. Doesn't autofocus, so bane of my existence. So let's get on to pile number 1. Move these out of the way. How's that? Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, pile number 1 with the Kitten Punch. Maybe because it's an improv group, maybe this is a funny group, but let's see what August has in store for you. We have the Ace of Pentacles, we have the 9 of Cups reversed, and we have the Tower. We have engagement, I like that. And we have Athena, it is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. Athena talks about masculine energy. It talks about masculine energy within a woman. Some women may keep themselves small, thinking like, you know, they have to be like meek and submissive. So Athena reminds them that you can take on those masculine energies and it doesn't take away from your femininity. That might be a message for someone, but let's continue. So with engagement is about being in the present moment. It's about turning your phone off and listening to that other person, right? And being fully present in the moment, being fully engrossed in the wine and tasting the food, savoring the food, asking the right questions, and really focusing on what is in your immediate environment. And obviously for some of you it could mean an actual engagement, a proposal. If you are a man, maybe you are thinking about proposing, since this does indicate masculine energy. However, if you're a woman, maybe you want to propose. Maybe you want to blow every stereotype out of the water. I just found out that Elizabeth Warren proposed to her husband. That's pretty ballsy. I like that initiative. So maybe you're switching up the paradigm. You're blowing things up. We have the Tower here. The Tower is something unexpected. So this would be something unexpected. It would shock, you know, people if the woman proposed to the man. And Gender doesn't really matter, you know, you guys can be in same-sex relationships, just take it as it applies. But it is pretty uncommon for a woman to propose to a man, so that would be a big shock. I don't think that's for all of you, obviously, but hey. Also with engagement, you know, with this shock, with engagement, and with the Ace of Pentacles is a gift. It can be my like ring card. So there is like strong proposal here. With the Nine of Cups reversed, I don't get the sense that this is a wish that's not being granted, or like a proposal that's being rejected, or anything like that. What I feel like it is sometimes the Nine of Cups is drinking too much, overdoing it, indulgence. And so I feel like, you know, these two people are, I say people, it's an octopus and a shark. These two personalities are enjoying dinner. So I feel like, you know, maybe there's just going to be, it's going to be really indulgent, like really decadent meal, and emotions might be running high with like drinks, and it's going to be like an experience, right? So with the Tower, we have Aquarius and Scorpio energy. Doesn't have to be, but if it resonates, I always like that. What else can I say? Obviously, not everyone's going to get proposed to. So let me think. If this isn't speaking about proposals or engagements, then this could just be like you taking charge and shocking everyone and offering something of value, and no one ever expected it. Like maybe, you know, everyone was like drunk and enjoying the night with their food, and they were just in a spot of like relaxation, and then something like blows everyone out of the water, and it comes in with this opportunity that no one ever expected. I'm hearing like unexpected business partners, right? Like maybe you go to a friend's birthday party and you're just sort of like having fun, drinking, you know, being silly with the guests, and then you meet someone and you sort of like seize this opportunity to make this sort of material connection with someone, right? Like a business connection, networking, that's what I'm seeing. Taking charge of the situation and being powerful, and sort of like blowing people away with your like power, right? And with your value that you have to offer. But it's, for those of you who marriage is not like at all in the picture, it could just be like seizing an opportunity for business, right? Seizing a business opportunity. So let me know if that resonates, pile number one. I love you very much. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like a personal reading, check the description box below. You know how I have to do the spiel. Anyway, I love you. Bye. Okay, pile number two with the poker chip. Number two. Maybe someone is going to the casino. I don't know. We have the full Aries and Pisces energy for me, the Three of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. We also have Joy and Celeste. A happy move to a new home or place of employment is in the works. This movement will usher in positive energy. So you may be in a place of grief with this Three of Swords, but you have so many other positive cards in here. It's kind of like the grief is really pretty small, and you're moving into a place of total, like, totally away from this grief, right? In other cases, I feel like some people may be sad to see you go if you're moving to, if you're moving houses, or if you're moving employment. Like your coworkers may be sad that you're leaving, but ultimately you have all this joy, you have a new beginning, you have something that's equal, and it's going to usher in this positive energy, right? So this is a very prosperous pile. This is a very joyful pile. We have joy here. And the Fool is very joyful because the Fool is not taking baggage with him. The Fool just kind of seizes new opportunities and goes on new frontiers, new adventures, doesn't really think about the consequences, doesn't really think about what happened in the past that could happen now. He just sort of does it and, thinks later, right? Act first, think later. But because I feel like you took such a chance, because you trusted the universe so much, right? With this new energy, you took a risk for something new, whether it's home or employment, and as a result, you sort of like voted in the universe, and the universe is rewarding you with like equal measure with the Six of Pentacles. I also see with the Six of Pentacles that you will be more in a space to give. You will be more like joyful to give, right? And let's see, with this Joy card, I am getting perhaps movie industry for some of you. Maybe working at a movie theater for some. I just got like, maybe you see a movie and it like snaps you out of this Three of Swords, out of this grief, this pain, this loss, this heartbreak, and into this decision, like, I have to make a move, right? I have to do something else. And as a result of having faith in your instincts, then you are rewarded for taking that risk. I do feel like this is probably employers, because it's such a, I don't know, like I usually see it as family, like a death in the family in this deck, but for some reason, like they're in suits, and I'm just feeling like if you are leaving a job, like the employers are going to be sad that you're leaving, but you just have like better places to be. Like you're stepping into a lot of a more positive environment. So yay, let me know if that resonated, and good luck at the new job or the new home or whatever this new start is. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like a personal reading, check the description box below. I love you. Bye. Okay, pile number 3 with the wooden spool. What does August hold for you? Ooh, lovers, Gemini energy. Prince of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy, especially Taurus, and Pisces. High Priestess, Pisces energy. We have positive thinking, and we have Isabella. Yes, the timing is right for this new venture. A happy outcome follows positive expectations. Positive expectations. We have this twice. Positive expectations, positive thinking. So I feel like you are doubting a connection because it's not in your 3D reality and it's taking forever, and you're not trusting what you intuitively know, what you intuitively feel. I have trouble with that too, right? I can feel it in the 5D, but I can't see it in the 3D, and that's very challenging. It's very challenging to think positively when, the evidence around you is evidence of lack. So you really have to get in a space where you trust this inner knowing, you trust this inner wisdom, and even though it looks like things are not moving at all, the connection is still there. The bond is still there. So yes, the timing is right for this. And I feel like if you have any doubt, if you have any insecurity, then it's going to slow this process even more. And like, I struggle with this too, guys. So, it's hard. It's hard sometimes. But if you feel yourself sort of slipping into this nervous Nelly, it's never going to happen for me, what was I even thinking, is this even real, anything like that, I'm never going to be loved, or whatever it is, try to cancel, clear, delete those thoughts, and just grow, water good thoughts. So weed out any bad thoughts and water and nurture good thoughts. You might even have to listen to positive affirmations on YouTube, subliminals, anything to get you into a higher state of mind. But words could be helpful. You might have to write out affirmations and put them on Post-its on your mirror and say them every morning, just so that you can get those messages in your head. You might have to write out those affirmations every morning, just so you can like drill it into your skull that there is a connection here, there is a bond here, and any sort of worry is only going to stunt this beautiful garden, right? This beautiful garden requires tender, loving care, and you poison it by putting doubt into that connection. So this message is very clear. We have positive expectations here, positive thinking here. You need to think positive about this situation, okay? So don't doubt your intuition. You know what's right, okay? Like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like a personal reading, check the description box below. I love you very much. Bye. Pile number 4 with the pledge pin. That's from Animal House for you youngsters. Queen of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, especially Gemini, doesn't have to be, but it's the energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, especially Scorpio in this deck, but doesn't have to be. And King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. King of Wands, Prince of Cups reversed, and Queen of Swords reversed. We have Divine Timing, and we have Adriana. Adriana says, I am leading you toward the answer to your prayer. Please listen to and follow the steps I am communicating through your intuition, thoughts, and dreams. So immediately, I'm going to share something personal. So I told my angels that if I see this sign within 72 hours, I will be contacted. Last week, I saw this sign twice in one day. I got really excited, and I set the timer for 72 hours. I was just really excited because I saw it twice, right? Well, it didn't happen. I was really disappointed, and I was trying to figure out what that meant, and what ended up happening is it made me take an action that I didn't consider taking before. So even though you might see signs, see signals, and it's good that you trust and have faith in those signs and those signals, but whenever they don't turn out exactly as you planned or exactly as you expected, please keep an open mind about that, because what I'm being guided to say is that you're still being led to the ultimate manifestation, but you need to release some sort of control and take leadership of any sort of thoughts that keep you from thinking that you are off of this path, right? Because divine timing is at play, and these sort of signs and synchronicities that are leading, it's like one step after the other, right? And so I just feel like for this group, your intuition might be playing a little tricks on you right now, right? So what you thought was a sign and a signal turned out a little different, but it's ultimately leading you to the right place, right? And you have to, the King of Wands is a card who takes the lead, takes charge. He's very motivating and inspiring. And so this is saying that you need to take the lead take the lead not to dip into any sort of doubt, right? Any sort of doubt that you are being led astray, that these things aren't real. I also just saw this angel leading this child, and then this like inspiring motivation, take the lead. I feel like for some of you, this might be talking about your children. If you don't have children, maybe like students, but this is for a small few of you. But if you do have kids, I feel like you may be sort of questioning, doubting some things you intuitively know. Things didn't go the way you expected, the way you planned, and you can't really like fly off the handle in front of the kids, right? So you have to sort of like suck this up, be the bigger person, and like lead them, like still have faith, have the faith to lead them out of this situation or lead them to this ultimate place, right? Knowing that sort of like God works in mysterious ways, right? The the Prince of Cups reversed. This is someone who is, they have emotional affairs. They keep people sort of waiting in the wings. They are a little insecure and afraid of rejection, so they keep people hanging on. They're not necessarily cheaters, but they have backup options, right? So they'll keep like 5 different people hanging on, so that if they get rejected or someone breaks up with them, then they can easily just like swoop into the other person, right? So that sort of energy might be playing out here. We also have the Queen of Swords reversed. The Queen of Swords reversed is someone who is a little bitter. She is kind of a bitch. She's cutting, and she can be mean, and you know, she's just been through a lot. She's been lied to, cheated on. She can be a widow too, right? So what I would say is, if you're dealing with a character who has sort of kept you waiting in the wings, there might be this instinct to cut them out of your life entirely, and you might actually have to. That might be like the leadership that you have to take. That might be like where this person, or where spirit is leading you, is to make that cut. Only you can decide that, right? But by making that cut, that's going to shift the energy, and so it will lead you ultimately to where you want to go, right? But this is all about divine timing, and I mean, I would urge you not to react in like a visceral way, like, screw you, bah! Right? But if, you know, you feel some sort of stagnancy in emotion and you need to inject new life into a connection by, you know, making some cuts, then that's what you have to do, right? Because ultimately that's going to shift things for you so that you can like go up your path, right? So let me know if that resonates. I love you very much. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like a personal reading, check the description box below. I love you. Bye. Okay, pile number 5 with the round stone. What's in it for what is in store for you for August? We have the Princess of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, Virgo or Taurus. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Also Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy, very earthy. We have ultimate potential, and we have Archangel Raphael. I am helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and others. You are a healer like me. It's funny because I took a break in this reading and I went down, we have a split level house, and there was something with my roommates that I was downstairs chatting with them about. and my knee, like, I feel like my knee is busted out, like climbing the stairs. And so it's just funny that we have physical challenges here. We also have both the Queen and the Princess of Pentacles reversed, and the Pentacle suit can talk about health. So this may be a health challenge for you. You are healing right now, and I see this ultimate potential. So I'm feeling something like if you are suffering a health challenge with this Ace of Swords, the Ace of Swords is a card about truth. So with ultimate potential, we see a giraffe with headphones, so you might have to listen to some affirmations about health. I know, like obviously take your medications, obviously, you know, diet and exercise and all the things you're supposed to do. But I feel like what can help you significantly is the thoughts that you tell yourself. Like, if I am telling myself, oh, this busted knee, my knee is busted, I'm in pain, then that just sort of reinforces the pain, right? But if I tell myself I am healed, I feel I have vitality, I am active, I am free to move, then I feel like that is going to assist some of the healing process. I also feel like with this Ace of Swords and ultimate potential, perhaps you guys you might have been misdiagnosed, or there was something about a health issue that wasn't seen before, and now it's like an aha moment in your health challenges where you finally, it's not like you're healed overnight, but you get sort of some sort of advice or some sort of diagnosis that unlocks healing that was once blocked to you. So I feel like there's going to be some sort of truth revealed in regards to your health that you didn't know, right? Maybe you come across a video on YouTube of someone who is dealing with the same health challenges, and you know, they have a totally different experience, totally different journey than what you've had, and they can really, I mean, not totally different, you know, maybe you could relate to them, but there's something about their journey that you had never thought of, that it's just going to open the door to feeling more alive, feeling more of a sense of vitality, because we do have the Ace of Swords here, and the Ace of Swords is sort of this like rah, like charge, right? More energy. So while you definitely may be suffering some pain, I feel like perhaps one of the most frustrating things about this is perhaps endurance, right? We have the Capricorn goat up here, and goats, they climb the mountain. You'll see them like on this really steep hill or really steep mountain, and they'll be like on the side of the mountain, and it's like, how are you there? How did you get up there? What the heck? Sorry, I moved the camera. But the thing about Capricorns, the thing about goats, is their determination and their will gets them to the top of the mountain where others wouldn't even bother to climb up to, right? And so you may be having some sort of health setback that's really frustrating you right now, and what's annoying about it is that you can't get as far as you had planned, as far as you normally want to go, and you feel sort of like stuck and left behind. But I do feel like, you know, all of the things I mentioned are going to inject some kind of stamina and endurance that you feel like you don't have at this time. And, you know, it can be something as simple as, I want to walk a mile and not get out of breath, or whatever it is, right? I want to walk up a hill and not get out of breath. Or as big as, you know, I want to run a marathon. So it will be different for everyone, right? But let me know how it resonates for you. I love you very much. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like a personal reading, check the description box below. I love you. Bye. Pile number 6. Pile number 6 with the bus token. What does August have in store for you? We have the 5 of Swords reversed, we have the 4 of Pentacles reversed, and we have the Princess of Cups. We also have Follow Your Heart and Azure. Your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith and don't try to force it to happen. So I feel like this is a group for those who might be waiting on communication to come through. Maybe someone was stingy and stuck and closed off and causing conflict before, and you could have been blocked. You could have been someone just stonewalled, right? There was a conflict that needed to be resolved and they just shut down, and you're like, what the heck? But I feel like whatever happened in that situation, they needed to shut down in order to heal things within themselves. Maybe things like unrelated to you, or maybe you called them out on something and they needed to go within and reflect. And so now they are releasing that stinginess and are ready to resolve those problems and come forward, but they may be a little shy. The Princess of Cups is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, but this is someone who, you know, it's a child energy, so it's someone who will draw you a picture and snuggle with you, and a very sweet soul, right? Very sweet and genuine soul. And so they might come forward in a very soft, innocent way, and you might try to force this conversation that they shut down, but it might like scare them in, spook them in back to this like Frady hole, right? So just be gentle with this person, and it does say follow your heart, so I feel like it took a lot of strength for this person to come forward, and it's going to take a lot of strength for you to, you know, have patience and faith while this person gets their stuff sorted out. But I'm really being drawn to don't try to force it to happen, meaning don't like steamroll or you know, scare this person off. We have a clock here, so also be mindful about being impatient about timing, like when are they gonna come forward? When are they gonna just let it go? Because everyone needs to do things in their own time. I also want to say with this follow your heart, we have a heart that's surfing the waves, so you need to like more so go with the flow than be assertive at this time, right? So let me know if that resonated. I love you very much. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like a personal reading, check the description box below. I love you. Bye. Pile number 7. Pile number 7 with my angel token. What does August have in store for you? We have the 4 of Wands, we have the 8 of Cups, and we have the Princess of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Doesn't have to be, but if it resonates, that's great. We have Worthiness, and we have Serena. I am the angel of abundance. You will receive the money that you need, and God is in charge of how that will happen. Have faith. Okay, so I feel like for this group, you may have to leave a home situation that you were really comfortable in, and it was really unexpected, but the Princess of Swords, the Page of Swords, is a character who, they're an old soul, and, you know, this is child energy. So they go up to their parents and they want to talk about these deep subjects like politics, and their parents kind of poo-poo them away, like, go away, kid, you don't know what you're talking about. And so they feel like misunderstood, and they can get very like passive aggressive, and it's my little orphan child card. So they feel abandoned and rejected, but like they're kind of the person who abandons the situation, right? Even though they feel abandoned. But it has to do with worthiness, right? So they feel like not worthy of being a part of the group, I guess. So if you have to leave a home situation, then it's like your worth might get knocked off a little bit, because just try not to take it personally, right? I'm hearing for others of you, if you are going through a divorce, it could be like a loving family, but you know, you guys have just gone in different directions, and there is sadness attached to it, but you might have a child who's sort of acting out because everything's changing around them, and they feel like their opinion didn't matter, right? And so this is sort of shaking your foundations and your sense of worth, being a provider for your child, right? Or being like a good parent. And so I do want to caution you that everything's okay. Serena says that money's coming, God is in charge of that. And so there may be a little bit of worry as far as, you know, if you are kicked to the curb all of a sudden, there may be, you know, the sense that like, how am I going to find an apartment on this short notice? But I feel like there needs to be some trust and some, I'm hearing bootstraps, but I want to say resourcefulness. Thank you. There needs to be some sort of resourcefulness on your part, but also trust in the angels. Trust that they have your back. And like, I know when we don't have money, it's so hard to just trust, like, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. I have been unemployed since like April, and it's been a test of that faith, right? But like, I've been so lucky to have people who are ordering personal readings, and I got like a seasonal gig and all that stuff. I mean, I got a job now. I start in a week, but having that faith that I wasn't like totally, you know, out on the streets, and just having gratitude in those who were patient to work with me. I was very lucky that, you know, I wasn't kicked to the curb. So just having appreciation about that, and knowing that there's always a steady stream of abundance. There's always a flow of money. And even if you have to leave a situation that was very stable, it doesn't mean that you're left out of the flow of abundance, right? And so you're just as worthy of money as anyone else is. So let me know if that resonates. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like a personal reading, check the description box below. I love you. Bye. Last but not least, pile number 8. What does August have in store for you for the base clef? We have the Star reversed, Aquarius energy. We have the 10 of Wands reversed, and we have the Chariot reversed, Cancer energy. We have good things to come. Could be getting a car. Car could break down, and you're like, how am I going to get it? And we have Akasha. You are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. I'm hearing astrologer for some of you, with Akasha being like a spiritual teacher, and then we have the star. So, you know, the study of stars could be influential to you, whether you are getting an astrology reading or whether you are wanting to become an astrologer, wanting to go to astrology school. And I'm getting it's specifically astrology for those of you who this is resonating with because of this star energy. Like, it's not like tarot or anything. It's like getting certified in astrology or something like that. I am also getting a message that, you know, I did get this message that a car could break down and you feel like throwing in the towel because there's this fear that I can never have my dream without a car, right? I know some jobs like require it and all of that, and so I feel like there is this sort of like thinking small because of a lot of bullshit that you have had to endure. The 10 of Wands is bullshit. It's burdens. So there have been a lot of burdens, a lot of challenges, and the 10 of Wands is my queen song. It's like, it's the We Are the Champions song. It's been no bed of roses, no pleasure cruise. And so to get to the top, you have to take a lot of losses, right? To sell that great screenplay, you have to write a bunch of crappy ones, right? And so you might have suffered a lot of losses and feel like, I'm not moving forward. My dreams are not coming into fruition. The star is also a card about hopelessness. So there's a lot of hopelessness here. Like, I'm going nowhere. I want to throw in the towel. There's Saturn here, so you might be having a Saturn return. Again, with this astrology, right? But you might be having a Saturn return, or this could be some sort of karmic element. The thing with the star for me, though, is the star tells me that this is destined for you, but whenever it's reversed, there's some hopelessness because the stars haven't quite aligned yet. So it takes like orbiting around in the right time. It's about divine timing, right? When you know, the stars are perfectly aligned. Again, with the astrology, you might want to see an astrologer for something like this. But they have to match up perfectly to create the space that is ideal for you, right? So you may feel stuck and not moving forward, but with this good things to come, this is a car that is wrapped in, I mean, we can tell it's a car, right? But it's wrapped in this gift wrap. And so you can't see, it also has eyes here, but you can't see what's inside. But you have to sort of rely on your faith. The star is all about faith. You have to rely on your faith that it is meant to be. It's just not meant to be right now. And it doesn't mean that you will never have it or that you know, you're not going to move forward. But it said, I'm going to read this. I haven't read for all of them, but I feel like I need to read it for you. There are so many amazing gifts coming my way. I can't see them now because I respect the general convention of not peeking under wrapping paper. Ooh, so yeah, like surprises. The universe has surprises in store for you. You can get excited about that. But they will show up when the time is just right. Divine timing. And that's when I'll remember how much fun it is to be surprised. Yes. So it might seem like nothing is taking place, but it's happening. It's happening. Just have faith. Let me know if that resonated. I love you very much. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like a personal reading, you know what to do. I love you. Bye.